Our clientele are people who want to live abroad. They want to kind of escape the West.
You can still have a very reasonable cost of living if you live amongst the locals.
We're here in Vietnam and the minimum capital is quite expensive. In Costa Rica, it's only $400.
The biggest value of what we offer is one, it's the convenience. You can literally watch Netflix right up until you board the plane. Hey guys, what's going on? Coming to you from beautiful sunny Tirana, Albania, and soon coming to you from Phnom Penh. It's everybody's favorite expat relocation guru teaching you how to live your life. We got a really interesting topic today. It's something that Matt and I have been discussing. We've been discussing expanding our business into more and more markets for relocation for expats. So not just places like Southeast Asia, the Balkans, but also Latin America. So we figured, what's the one hotspot that a lot of people want to know about in Latin America? Well, I think it's Costa Rica. So we're going to hear a little bit about how we can open businesses in Costa Rica and how you can get yourself set up in Costa Rica, because it's even a country I've thought about. I mean, when you think about a place where you'd want to have a long-term investment, where you have nature, fresh air, biodiversity, I mean, a lot of really beautiful places come to mind, but Costa Rica also has the benefit of a pretty safe security situation. Can you tell us a little bit about this, Matt?
Yeah, so Costa Rica means the rich coast. And I really looked into this thing and it took a lot of research. Now, you guys can go do this research by yourself. You can Google around it, but I found what's on Google is not true. They say you can set up your business within 23 days or 22 and a half days in Costa Rica, and you get your business running and you'll be fine. But it's not necessarily the case. So what we do is research all the business consulting firms, all the lawyers, and we find out which way is the best way for you to get in. And we found a way. So there's 3 different options to set up a business in Costa Rica, and you can look up the other 2 if you want. But the best way is something called the Sociedad de Responsabilidad Limitada, the SRL, which is equivalent to an LLC or a corporation in the United States. Now, this is a great way to get a Costa Rican business visa, which will be about 1 year. You get your 1-year visa there, similar to our other businesses here in Southeast Asia. Now, once you set this up, it takes 6 to 8 weeks. Now, you might say this is a long time. It is true, it is a long time. Now, there is a way we can talk about later how we can expedite it further. But it's basically setting up this LLC if you're a digital nomad or a small business in Costa Rica. That's what we're going to tell you about today.
Well, I'm really looking forward to hearing it, because it sounds like, one, it's a great destination for fresh air, nature, a very high quality of life. But 2, it's a country that you can still get low cost investment in. I have a friend who's based down there in one of the more popular surfing beach towns. And he told me that there's still plots of land in certain parts of the country that are available for, low budget purchase, like 20 grand for a plot. And some of them, 40 grand, you still can get like an ocean view. So there's parts of the country that have not fully been taken over by foreigners yet. It's just not much. So, it is a country where if you want to kind of get in and get that piece of the pie, the areas where the Americans start to move become very expensive. And the areas that are still local, from what I understand, you can still have a very reasonable cost of living if you live amongst the locals. So this is definitely a destination that I think has been discovered and is at the verge of becoming probably more difficult to be part of than, for example, Guatemala, El Salvador, these places that are just starting to peek their head out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the beachfront property is expensive, but you are right. If you do go inland, the plots of land get very cheap. And if you'd like to own some land there or just work there or retire there and just have your business visa, because the retirement visa, it gets a little bit complicated, but the business visa will allow you just to set up. As long as you get everything right, you'll have your visa and you'll be able to live there. And we're here in Vietnam and the minimum capital is quite expensive, but in Costa Rica, it's only $400.
Wow. And how long does it take?
So again, it's 6 to 8 weeks. Now, the total fees, you're looking at $5,500 to $6,000. Now, you can set up your SRL, which we talked about. This is the company equivalent to the LLC. That's going to cost about $2 grand. And then we have our fees as well. And then you have an additional $600 to $800. And you get to own this company all by yourself. However, when you open up a company here, there needs to be 2 partners on the company registration. So if you're a digital nomad by yourself, you need to hire 1 more person or have another person there. Now, this could be your wife, it could be a friend, Or for an extra $450 a year, it could be a local Costa Rican. So this
Mm,
process takes 6 to 8 weeks, but we can cut that in half. If you'd like to go by yourself, pay the fee. You'd have a local Costa Rican who's just a ghost partner. They could be on the company as well. But
mm,
if it's you and a friend, you and a partner, but you need two people on the company. That's the rule. So they say, look,
okay.
partners come here, take a little longer, but if you add a Costa Rican, we can shrink the time in half. So from 6 to 8 weeks to 3 to 4 weeks, depending again on the documents you sign and how fast you get them back.
Okay. And what are some of the advantages to opening a business in Costa Rica?
Well, right now, I mean, it's one of the richest Latin American countries. It has never had any kind of political instability. They have tons of natural resources. They're very friendly with all of their neighbors. It's very easy to get to. And plus, you have a lot of expats from the United States who move there and buy property there. So it's very expat friendly. They don't require a lot of auditing or checking like we have in Southeast Asia. So they're
Mm,
very business friendly. But if you open up this business, they're very friendly just to have you there. And again, the minimum capital requirement to have in the bank is only $400. The fee to open the bank account is 750 plus 250. 750 is the one-time fee. 250 we have to deal with later, but it's $1,000 to register the bank account, but only $400 to have in there to
that's
stay.
amazing.
Yeah,
That's nothing. That's incredible.
yeah.
So, okay, so can you just take us from beginning to end the process? They contact us, we set up a phone call consultation where they can discuss the process with you directly, and then we go.
So we would go and we would talk to our first consultant and then tell them like, look, we would like to set up this SRL or the equivalent to an SLC. And then you would pay that fee, and then that would get you the first start. And then we have to get you the documents again. So we would send you a stack of documents through email. You have to print them out, then mail them back to Costa Rica. They would get approved. But there's one thing here that's a little bit different than we've been doing before. They have a power of attorney. So again, if you are a single business owner and you would like
Mm,
someone there to fill this out for you, they'll fill it out all for you. Like you don't have to do any DHL fees, nothing. You could just say, hey, I'm giving this guy
mm.
power of attorney. It's one of our contacts within the consulting firm, and these guys do it every day, and they'll just sign it, and then you can just come once your visa is ready in 3 to 4 weeks. It's very simple.
Guys, that's a tremendous value because when you're dealing with countries in Southeast Asia, everything is DHLing documents, sending things back, forth, signatures having to be perfect. I mean, this is a tremendous advantage if you're looking to set up in a new country.
If you just pay the fees and pay the extra 450, you have someone on there, and then you could just get it done in 3 weeks, and you could be there in the fourth week. This is very, very simple. Now, you guys can go out and research how to do this, but the
Mhm.
time we've taken to see every attorney and figure out the loopholes and the way to get in, good luck. Good luck. If you want to do this by yourself, fine. But this is the service we provide. And then once you're there, you need to find a good accountant for your reporting. You need to find someone to do your labor board reporting. We have all that already set up. I mean, you can do this by yourself, but this is our service and what we do here.
And you know, it's true everywhere. I mean, you get people who oftentimes are looking for things to be done in the cheapest possible way. This is not the service for you. What we're looking to do is help people who are looking for convenience. They don't want to have to do too much bullshit, and they want everything to be sorted out for them when they get off the plane. And you know, and if you can afford to have that as a luxury, then I don't see a problem. I don't understand why that would be an issue. You know, I mean, I'm getting to a point in my life now where if I was going to set up residency long term in a country, I would use a consultancy. I'm not going to be dealing with some developing country in Southeast Asia or in Latin America's bureaucracy and government by myself. It's better to have the contacts that know how to work in that system and know how to facilitate.
Exactly.
All right, guys. Well, this is a new service for us. So if you have any questions on opening businesses in Costa Rica, you can reach out to me. And what I'll do is I'll create a group message with Matt, and you'll have an opportunity to speak to him on a call. and he can lay out for you how we can open the company, but also what other kind of contacts we can provide, whether it's real estate people or builders or construction companies or whatever you're trying to do in any of these countries. Let us know, because maybe we have contacts that can help you with that as well.
Yeah, exactly. And traveling nowadays is so difficult, and finding ways in and out of different countries is hard. But our clientele are people who want to live abroad. They want to kind of escape the West and escape these big countries and go to something smaller. And that's the service we provide. And we're able to find these little niches. And it does cost a little bit of money, but it's well worth it. And I don't see why you'd want to stay, sitting there wherever you are in the cold, playing video games, watching Netflix, when you can actually spend a little bit of money, start your business, and just try something entirely new. So it's a great chance for people to get out there, and we love helping people do this. But I just this one was really special. How easy it's going to be, but you guys can do the research yourself. Again, we've spent a lot of time going out there, talking to these individuals, doing Zoom calls, and making sure you guys don't get cheated out or screwed out of your money in the end.
Yeah, and that's really, I think, what is the biggest value of what we offer is, one, it's the convenience. You can literally watch Netflix right up until you board the plane and not have to worry about anything because we're taking care of it. And then when you get there, you're good, you're chilling, you have a new life. There's no reason people have to stay in America and deal with a decaying society and all kinds of problems that are happening and all these different ideologies ripping each other apart. You could just go fuck off to some place where nobody knows what you're saying. You don't know what anybody else is saying, and you can just live a quiet and peaceful life. And I'm happy. But listen, guys, if you have any questions, let us know. Hit us up on the Facebook fan page. Check out our new channel, the New York Nomad Consulting. That's where this is. So if you're seeing this video, please subscribe. This is a brand new channel. We have our older channel, which is the New York Nomad. We're slowly shifting it more into just kind of travel and lifestyle. And this new channel is going to be the place where we put all our consulting information. So anything related to our services are going to be on this channel. So if you think you're just watching the New York Nomad, double check that it says consulting. And if you ain't subscribed, you better. So thank you for watching, guys. Share the video, smash the like button. Please leave them with some final thoughts.
Yeah, again, this one, I mean, we're mostly doing Southeast Asia, but now we're expanding out to South America. And Costa Rica was our first target. We've started to talk to other South American countries. And, for example, we're working Chile, but Chile, I don't know, I can't get the right contacts there. So I'm not going to do a video unless it's ready. Unless I get someone good and a good accountant, good lawyers, good consulting, I'm not going to release something that's not ready. And then the next step we're going to probably do is Guatemala. And I know people who live there. I used to teach English to Guatemalan immigrants in New York who came here in high school. And a lot of Americans are going down there. Now, the retirement visa, sure, you can go down there. But again, the New World Order needs these business visas. If you want to start moving around and you want to be free to travel, you need that business visa. So we are starting to look at other areas in Latin America. We're even talking about doing El Salvador. I love Bitcoin, I'm a big Bitcoin fan. So El Salvador is going to be next. But again, you guys can do the research yourself, but we go out there, we talk to them, we call them, we email them, and very few people understand what we're marketing. And what we're marketing is to small business owners who live in America, Europe, all across the world, who want to live somewhere else, live free and live cheap. And that's what we're trying to sell to you guys. And I appreciate all the comments. Everyone's been very positive, and I'm really excited for this year, guys. And please, if you have any questions, please get on a video call with me. I can talk for hours. I really don't care. But if you're serious about it, please ask us. But again, just don't waste our time if you're just kind of curious about it. You can do the research on Google, but we can get you more in depth to these countries you want to go to.
Yeah, guys, I mean, we just want somebody who, you come in good faith, we come in good faith. It's the same thing that you would want from us. We just want it from you. Honestly, this is exciting for me because I'm also into crypto, and I think this is a great opportunity for El Salvador to put themselves on the map a little bit in the expat world and to potentially bring some real good investment. Guatemala really interests me because I'm looking for that laid back, chilled out mountain life, and that city, Antigua, looks incredible for me. So, I mean, I'm excited to hear about that even myself. So guys, reach out to me. We'll get you in a group message with Matt. We'll get the chat to start, and we'll take it from there. We'll see, we'll see how you feel. Nobody is like going to start asking you for money right away. We want to explain the process. We want you to feel comfortable. We want you to make sure you feel good about dealing with us. This is why we go on YouTube, and why I'm not wearing a suit, why I'm speaking normally and joking, is because you should know the person that you're going to do business with, and you should understand each other. And I think that's like the most important thing, because, if you have this mentality, you're coming from the US or Canada, and you're viewing the world through that lens. That is not how developing countries operate. They have their own frequency. I find that as long as you act in good faith and you do what you're supposed to do, nothing really comes back, like there's nothing to come back, right? So approach us the way that we would approach you, and just be respectful of our time. Again, if you're serious and you just want this all taken care of for you, where you don't have to think, this is a great, great opportunity, because we're going to do it all for you. You're not going to have to worry about anything. You're going to show up in the country, have a good visa, have contacts, and then, you're in the family. So if you decide later to go somewhere else, we're going to hook you up with that too.
One more thing. So yeah, again, if you're interested, the total cost of Costa Rica at the cheapest, with our fees and all the fees, is $5,550. That's the cheapest. But if you go to 6 grand, that's the easiest and a lot less paperwork. So if you have that money plus your plane fees or whatever, you got 10 grand and you want an adventure, this is probably for you. I would say go for it. So that's the budget you have to have in mind. But I think if you've got it, it's a lot cheaper than what we're offering over here in Vietnam, so, and it's closer to the United States. So, but if you've got that 10 grand, you wanted this adventure, and that money goes to your business and then your fees, and then you have a business in Costa Rica, why not? Really, why not? Yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, and another thing, guys, is depending on your business, tourism, things like that, that's the place for it. Guest house, restaurant, bar, cafe, like whatever your little dream business is that might be really difficult for you to facilitate where you're from. This could be an opportunity to have a little something like that in a country that has like a pretty good security situation. So people aren't going to really necessarily be running up on you with a pistol over there. Whereas in other parts of Latin America, you have to worry more, or in certain places in Eastern Europe, you have to be concerned about mafia. Like Costa Rica is pretty good.
We're not opening a business in Nicaragua or Honduras. We're not doing that. We want to keep everyone safe, and we want a good business environment. I mean, it might look good, but this is the safest and the best bet.
Yes. And, Matt was saying it's a $10,000 budget. That's really not a lot of fucking money. I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, even if you have some resources in the States, like, so say, for example, you got a house, maybe it's, maybe not in the most desirable part of America, but it's worth like 200 grand or something. You open a company down there, you got another 100 something grand to sit on and chill. I mean, you're in good shape. Like you could be.
But again, Jay, so if that's 2 people, if you're splitting it between 2, that's even more. So again, we need 2 people on the company license. That's the most important thing. So it's you, one of our partners, or someone you trust. But again, if you're splitting that money in 2, it's peanuts if you're looking to open up a business.
And I think I should say, because I've been researching it, and we're going to hopefully do a video with my friend right now who's living out there. He's one of my best friends from New York. So I'd be really excited to hear his perspective on life down there. But he's been telling me in private just about how, like, there's these people that come down from the States, and a lot of times they try to think it's America still, and they don't do very well down there. And then they end up building these houses and not staying, and I think that's what drives up the cost of the place. But I think if you're really like invested in living and getting to know local people and building relationships, I think you could definitely live down there for very cheaply, because that's what my friend was saying. His cost of living is extremely reasonable. You see people in expat pages screaming how expensive it is. And I think it's the same if you came to Albania and you don't know anybody. If you just went to Tirana, you will get ripped off really badly here. You'll end up in
Vietnam. Yeah, you can get ripped off.
Yeah, like if you can make relationships quickly. People are cool, but there also are some people who are like not cool, like, and they're gonna try to take advantage of you and see you as a quick dollar. And that's true in every country, but it's more true in developing countries because people are under a little more hard luck. So, I mean,
and again, that's what happened to me. I came here. I'm from New York too, Jay, but I mean, I'm street smart, but I did not know Vietnam street smart. And I got taken a little bit, not too much, but that's why I came to you and I said, hey, we can do this better. We can do this cheaper. And we're not going to take advantage of these people. So And I think it's like what I do is I just look at the whole spectrum of how much stuff costs, find out what works, what doesn't, and we protect our clients. And that's the one thing, with our references. If sometimes during the middle of the process, they should throw in extra fees, and we're able to be there to defend them. So that's what we're all about. And we get to do our job and help people come here. And there's never been any ill feeling. Everyone wins, except the people trying to rob you.
Yeah, I mean, we make it, we just smooth it over. And it's funny to me, man, because I've had somebody watch one of my videos and some girls like, oh, you look like a drug dealer. And it's like, would it be better if I put on a suit and start the Iraq war? Or would it be better if I let like the entire country get hooked on opium and wear a suit and, oh, I work for Purdue Pharmaceutical? Like, what does that even mean? Like, I think we need to get away from this perception that just because somebody looks corporate doesn't mean they're not going to rob you.
Oh, I look corporate. I'll rob you.
Yeah, but
you do.
yeah, but we'll run up on you with the pistol and back. No, but guys, listen. We're just two regular people. We both had our challenges in our lives, and we ended up leaving the United States and going to other countries. And both of our lives have improved dramatically. I went from being a nightclub bouncer to having a small business and to working with international consulting. Matt built businesses in Korea. Tell them a little bit more about some of the things you've done.
Yeah, so I came to Korea actually as an English teacher. I was married to a Kyopo, which is a Korean American, and the only job I could get was being an English teacher. The visa system in Korea is very strict. We do not do any visa work in Korea. It is not worth it. Do not go. Do not set up a business. And then after a few years, I was able to get my F visa, and I was basically kind of married to my visa. So I was able to start my own business. I did corporate communication consulting. I wrote 2 books. I had a YouTube channel, popular podcast, taught at university. I was doing really well in Korea, but the economy started going down, and they started to target foreigners, and they started to target foreigners' bank accounts and taxes and a lot of immigration policies. And I didn't feel like I was welcomed. So I researched every country in Asia to find a business visa, and I picked Vietnam. And that was a year ago, but things have gotten a lot harder. So that's how Jay and I met. I met Jay just doing YouTube, and he was doing English teachers. I said, well, let's combine our forces and let's start doing more business visas, because this is the only way to travel nowadays. It's the only way to securely travel and live in a country. You cannot just show up, take your tourist visa, go there, come back. You need COVID tests or whatever. But business visas, they let you right in and out. So that's what we're trying to help people with. And and Jay's getting a business visa in Cambodia right now. And that's going to allow you to live freely. And you come to Vietnam, I go to Cambodia. It's the new way to travel. It takes a little bit extra money, but if you want it, it's there.
And to be honest, it's the way to do it, guys, because I'm telling you, all these countries where it's like, oh, you could just change your tourist visa to a business visa by paying somebody. It's cool until it's not cool. And I just watched Vietnam go from being like, anything goes to throwing thousands of people out of the country, extorting them for fucking thousands of dollars, locking up visa agents in certain provinces where the government went particularly hard. So like, just because something's cool to do right now doesn't mean it's the best way to do it. Like, as I get older, I learned the cheapest way is not always the best way. You want to think about what's going to happen if these countries just suddenly decide to change all their rules. And in Asia, that shit happens a lot. The thing with South America that's very attractive is that there is a long-term pathway to eventually naturalizing in these places.
Costa Rica actually has a high unemployment rate. So right now, they don't care. They just want the foreigners coming in. They say, hey, look, we want the foreigners coming in, setting up businesses. They'll hire somebody. So Costa Rica is very welcoming to foreigners right now, because they're suffering too, along with the entire world after COVID. So they're kind of, hey, look, you come in, you set up a business, we'll make it happen. Our videos are usually 1 hour of explanation. We did what, 20 minutes plus our BSing time. So this is going to be very simple for you guys, and we're going to get you there in the most simple, fastest, cheapest way possible.
Yep. And I hope you guys enjoyed the chat, because it's important to me that you guys get to know us. So it's not about just presenting facts. It's also about you get a chance to get a feel for us, how we are as people. I was raised to believe that you can learn a lot by someone's character and by the energy and their mannerisms, you know. So I like to put it all out there so that we're transparent. If you have any questions, hit us up on the Facebook fan page, The New York Nomad. If you guys are on Instagram, we're on Instagram. If you guys want to use WhatsApp, we have WhatsApp. We got lots of ways you can reach us. Subscribe to this channel. This is our new channel. Subscribe to our old channel, our travel channel, The New York Nomad. Hit the thumbs up. It helps people see the videos. Our goal, guys, is to basically bring regular working class people from the West the opportunity to have a better life. I am not the nomad capitalist. I'm not helping some billionaire move his zeros to a bank account. I mean, listen, I'll take his business, but my mission statement is to help people like me find their happiness and their little bit of a paradise in the world. And I hope that sometimes, you know, whatever it is you're looking for can be found, and, you know, you can start a whole new life and maybe do something different than what you thought you were capable of. And I hope we can bring that to you. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and share. Thanks for coming, Matt. You are a legend. We love you. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Brush your face and wash your teeth, son.
Yo, my man got me a job. Come to Vietnam.
The white monkey got me a job during the pandemic.
The white monkey got me into Vietnam during COVID.
The white monkey got me into Vietnam during the pandemic. I'm at school now on break. If he did it for me, he can do it for you. It's pretty easy. Check him out.
Ooh, to whom it may concern, White Monkey Syndicate got me the job of all jobs. Thank you.
White monkey got me a job. Brush your teeth.
The White Monkey Syndicate got me a job, aka your father.
White monkey got me a job.
White Santa, baby, brush your teeth.
Monkey got me a job, hit him up.
Yo, it's the Whoopi Goldberg of the East L game, educating the youngins in the Englishes.
Monkey got me a motherfucking job.
White Jesus, baby.
White monkey got me a job.
Brush your teeth.
Hey, what's up, guys? You thinking about coming to Vietnam? You're not sure where to start? You've heard a lot of things online. You don't know what's true. You don't know what's not. We here at the White Monkey Syndicate offer a consulting service where we help you get on your feet in Vietnam. We give you advice on negotiating contracts with employers. We help you with real estate agents, visa agents that are reliable and that you can trust. We help you get started in this amazing country and get on your feet. We help you get into different opportunities that might be more difficult for you if you were just landing in the country on your own. And we help you avoid a lot of the pitfalls and problems that you could have as a newcomer here. We provide you with reliable job recruiters, visa agents, real estate agents, and advice. If you guys are thinking about coming to Vietnam, hit us up for a consultation. We'll help you get started, help you get on your feet, and hopefully you'll love Vietnam as much as we do. What do you think of when you think of Albania? I think of opportunity. I think of a country that's open. I think of a country that wants long-stay expats, that wants people to come and invest, wants new ideas, and is looking towards the West. I think that Albania is a beautiful country with incredible landscapes that can offer a very comfortable lifestyle at a very reasonable price. We at the White Monkey Syndicate will help navigate your journey to becoming an expat in Albania. We're working with some of the top lawyers in the city. We can help establish businesses. We can help you get your residency. We can help you get real estate. We can arrange almost any contact that you might need for the process of moving here in almost any city in the country. We will simplify the process. We'll make it a lot easier for you to move to a country that maybe in the past would have been more of a challenge. With our help, it's going to be a walk in the park.